Hey everyone, what's up? This is Disney65 in here, and today I'm going to do my spoiler free slash spoiler review of Avengers Endgame. Before I begin, this movie was sold out everywhere. I mean, this movie was like the only film ever that was sold out in nearly every cinema across the country. So I was going to see this movie on Sunday, but of course I couldn't go and see it Sunday because it was booked out completely. So I ended up getting the tickets today to see it, and it wasn't even on my list at all to see this movie. So I was actually very surprised. I did go and see it finally today. It was the first movie I saw that's 3 hours long, by the way. It's 3 hours long. So that out of the way, let's dive in. So Avengers Endgame is basically the continuation of Infinity War, where Thanos snapped his fingers and half the population just vanished without a trace. I'm talking Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, who else was there that got killed off? Yeah, those guys along with a few others. They of course the remaining Avengers, like Black Widow, Captain America, Hulk, Hawkeye, Iron Man, and Nebula, and Rocket, Raccoon, and Thor. They all team up together and try to change back time so that they'd stop the events of Thanos from killing off half the population. Like I said, like the ones from Guardians of the Galaxy was also affected as well. And also Ant-Man joins the crew as well, like Captain America and the crew. So that's pretty much it. Without going to the spoiler mode. What do I think of this movie? Okay. For 3 hours long, at first I was like, oh my god, this movie is so long, is it going to end? But surprisingly, even though I didn't like Infinity War, I don't know why, I actually really enjoyed Avengers Endgame. The special effects is very good. The story, like, I'm not gonna lie, the first hour you could say is basically the setup of the time traveling scenario, and then the other 2 hours is basically the Avengers, like two of them sacrificed their lives. I'm not going to tell you who they are until the spoiler video, which I'll do in a while. And what else is there? Yeah, I also thought it was great to see Hawkeye again, played by Jeremy Renner. He wasn't in the Infinity War, I don't know why. Yeah, they were very good in the movie. It was nice too to see Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, who can talk this time. When I saw Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, like for the first time, like without not talking, and talks in this one, I was like, oh my god. It's amazing that they did the motion capture of Mark Ruffalo, and like, yeah, it's amazing that they got his likeness with the motion capture. Also, yeah, Bradley Cooper, he voices Rocket Raccoon. He's very funny in this movie, by the way. Himself and Thor, they each, like, when they go to the time traveling scenario, they actually end up splitting up. So like one of them goes to 2012, another one goes to 2013, another one goes to 2014. So there's kind of segments to the, I'm not going to say it, to certain events. But yeah. But yeah, overall, without spoiling it, for this review, it's a very good movie. If you haven't watched it, do check it out. And I'm gonna give it, you know what? I found nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna give this movie 4.5 out of 5. That was a very good film. And yeah. Now for the spoiler mode. Okay. Thank God I can talk about the spoilers. Okay. So before I mention the two Avengers that die in this movie, there's actually a callback to the original Avengers, where you see the original Avengers. Like, you see Scarlett Johansson, you see Chris Evans, you see Thor, Chris Hemsworth, you see Iron Man, aka Robert Downey Jr., and Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. And you see Tom Hiddleston as well, and you also see like in one part. Then you go to another part, you see like the woman with the bald head. She's played by Tilda Swinton. Mark Ruffalo's character goes to her because he wants to get the Infinity Stones from each time frame, because the movie is time travel. And I had to laugh as well when they were mentioning the likes of Somewhere in Time, Back to the Future, where one says Back to the Future is a load of bullshit, and I was laughing. But I was laughing, I heard Somewhere in Time. I was like, oh my god, they just mentioned Somewhere in Time. And I just saw a film like a couple of days ago, the first time, which I thought was very funny. Yeah. And then Thor and Rocket Raccoon, aka Chris Hemsworth and Bradley Cooper, they end up going to Asgard. And of course, Thor meets his mother, played by Jean Russo. And we also see a glimpse of Natalie Portman. She doesn't talk in the movie, by the way, you just see her in the bed, and then you see Rocket Raccoon, like, I know he probably stabbed her because he had to get a stone. And now let's go to the dates. Okay, the first death we have is Black Widow, aka Scarlett Johansson. She, of course, sacrifices herself to get the Soul Stone because herself and Hawkeye, the two of them are trying to find the stone, which was a Soul Stone, which means that one of them has to die in order to get the stone. If you hear any noise, that's my cat, Snowy. She had a big operation, so God bless her. But back to the review. And of course, she sacrifices herself for Hawkeye, so she dies in it. And also, near the end of the movie, like, all the Avengers, like, when they get all the Infinity Stones again from Thanos, they, of course, Iron Man sacrifices his life for the Avengers, and he gets the glove with all the Infinity Stones. He does this. He goes, I am Iron Man. Does this, and all Thanos' bad guys just go completely, including himself. He just sat there like this, and then just dust. And like I said, and of course all the Avengers come back, like Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, there was a few more as well, Black Panther and his gang, they were there as well. So it was very, very good. But of course, the second death, this one, like, literally had me in shock to the cohort, was Iron Man, aka Robert Downey Jr. Of course, before all this happened, he was married to Pepper Potts or something, played by Gwyneth Paltrow, and he had a child with her as well, because they got married, of course. And of course, Captain America, like, he gets Thor's thing, which I thought was totally awesome. His hammer, when he was fighting with Thanos in the battle, and what else? But yeah, Iron Man, of course, does pass away, and there was actually a funeral for him, and I was in tears. I was shook, like I said, I was literally shook. I was like, what? They killed off Black Widow, then they killed off Iron Man. I was like, are you fucking serious, movie? But yeah, it was very, very, very well done. And also, near the end of the movie, Captain America time travels back, and he comes back as an old man. Now, if this is Chris Evans with that special makeup effects, I swear to God, kudos to the makeup artist, because you would not have guessed that was a mask at all. He looked like an actual old man. I was like, oh my God, Chris Evans, that prosthetic makeup was brilliant. And then the end, you see like a flash, you see him, like, I don't know, was he in time? And of course, he himself and his wife, played by, Peggy Carter, played by Hayley Atwell, the two of them danced to some really old-fashioned music, and it ended like that. And when it ended like that, I was like, that's a funny way to end a movie. I thought it ended like with all the Avengers, like, kind of like, you know, like, end it with like Iron Man's funeral and that's it. But no, it was actually Captain America and his wife, Peggy Carter, and that was it. And I was like, oh. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a very good movie. So yeah, I also forgot to mention Captain Marvel. She was good as well. She had like a shorter hairdo as well. Now, like, but the superheroes, they don't all like have like a lot of screen time. Like, some of them have like 4 minutes, some of them have only 2 minutes. Like Captain America, for example, Captain Marvel. She's only in it for a few glimpses, and that's it. You never see her again until the third hour of the movie. You're like, where did Captain America go? Or Captain Marvel go? I mean, all of a sudden she's there, like, at the very end of Thanos, and I was like, there she is. But yeah, overall it was a good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And yeah, it was a surprise movie of the year for me. So I was glad I saw it. So yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for my review. Thanks for watching my review, and until next time, take care. And before I will go, I am going to do a few reviews soon. So there's like 3 movies coming out this month. There's Aladdin, Rocket Man, which is like the Elton John musical biography, and there's also The Secret Life of Pets 2. I don't know when I'm going to see Rocket Man or Secret Life of Pets 2, but I'll definitely go and see Aladdin anyway. So yeah, that's it for me. Take care and see you soon.